What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional, and yeah, we stay on some lit stuff, man. Shout out to my everyday people. Shout out to my girl Cordy and the Cordy's Chronicle, and shout out to the homie Luck and the Lucky Nation, man. We up in this thing, and we keeping it lit all 2022, man. Let's get into the video. Jake Paul, man, I'm not about to hold you. You understand?
Alrighty, folks, emergency press conference. You may have seen the news. Hasim Rahman Jr. has pulled out of the fight. This is not a joke. I am devastated. I cannot believe this. We just found out this news. And this is just another case of a professional boxer, just like Tommy Fury, being scared to fight me. It's as clear as day that these guys have been so unprofessional to work with, looking for any excuse to suck more money out of this event, to coerce us into doing things. And from the jump, I knew in the bottom of my heart that this guy didn't want to get into the ring with me. It's as clear as day. Here's what happened, long story short. So he signed a contract to fight me at 200 pounds and was going to cut the weight down to 200 pounds. This is not a big cut for him, right? He's a big guy with a ton of weight to lose. So he sent a video into the commission the first time he weighed in at 216 pounds. The commission wanted to track his weight cut to make sure he was doing it in a healthy way. 3 weeks later, the commission asked him for an update on his weight. He sends a video weighing 215 pounds, meaning in 3 weeks, he only lost 1 pound. So the commission was like, hey man, you're not cutting the weight properly. We don't want you to lose it all in the last day. We're gonna have to change this fight to 205 pounds. My team calls me up. They're like, hey, man, do you want to change? They want to change the weight to 205 pounds. That's a big difference. You normally fight at 190 pounds. Do you want to do the fight still? I said, no problem. Let's do it. 205 pounds. He already has a weight advantage, height advantage, reach advantage, all of these things. But whatever. I know I can still beat his ass at 205 pounds. And that was that. We move forward. And then today, out of nowhere, his team calls and says, Hasim's not going lower than 215 pounds. If the fight's not at 215 pounds, then we're pulling out. My manager goes, F you guys, you're not in control of this. We already agreed to 5 more pounds. He is a big guy, losing 10 pounds. Everyone knows in the sport of boxing that is an easy weight cut. People do that. UFC champions cut 25 pounds overnight to make weight. A 10-pound weight cut for a heavyweight is nothing. This is clearly an excuse. So they say, okay, the fight's not at 215, we're out. The biggest payday of his life times 10, and he's fumbling it. For what? Because he knows he's going to get knocked out by me. The pressure starts to set in, and it's exactly what happens with all of these guys. Same shit with Tommy Fury. I'm sick of it. I'm devastated. I apologize to everyone on the undercard. Amanda Serrano, I know you were working hard. Ashton Silva, I know you were working hard. This is absurd. There's nothing I can do about it. I apologize to the fans, and I'll be back at some point.
Hey, shout out to Jake Paul. Nigga, pay me that shit. I'll box your ass. Give me in the ring, man. Fuck you. Knock me out, motherfucker. Nate Robinson, my black ass. Cause I want that money, big dog. But you ain't finna just Nate Robinson me, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck training that nigga went through. I don't give a fuck how athletic you went through. That nigga hit the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna show y'all. This you can see it, it's old. It's a standing at the scratch line. Anyway, it's old prison tat. That's the gangster shit, man. That's some shit y'all know about. Anyway, that's a standing at the scratch line. You know what a scratch line is? A scratch line is for bare knuckle boxing. You know what I'm saying? That means you have to be ready to throw these hands. You know what I'm saying? You have to be. Bare knuckle boxing, the scratch line is they take their boot in the barn. And they take in the barn. They take their boot and they heel and they make a hole in the dirt. They just scratch along right across. You know what I'm saying? So in between the two fighters, okay. So you got this line in front of the two fighters, and they both stand to the line. They gotta come to the line. They gotta be ready to fight. So they come to the line. You know what I'm saying? You got your shit up. You at the line. As soon as you get to the line, it's on. Okay, you get to the line, bam, one get knocked down. If you get knocked down, you have to get back up and get to the scratch line if you want to continue on, okay? Now, if you don't get up and you don't go to the scratch line, your fight is over. Okay, so if you knock somebody down, you go stand at the scratch line. You wait for them to get up. You wait for them to come back to the scratch line, and it's on again. Or if you get knocked down, you get up. You get back to dust yourself off and get back to the scratch line and be ready to fight. Okay, so that's what the scratch line is. But I got that tattoo. Not only am I a fighter, my nigga. Not only do I fight, but um, you know, I I don't give up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gave up. And I figured why that's resonated with me. I was in prison when I learned about the scratch line. I said, man, I ain't giving up. This is not it. I'm getting back up. I'm fighting this shit out. I'm getting my life together, and I never see this shit again. You know what I'm saying? And hey, proof is in the pudding, man. I never gave up on myself. I kept getting up. I fought every time I got knocked down. Every time a job told me no. Every time a person told me no. Every time my baby mama and them told me no. Every time I got bad shit happening in my life, I never stopped. I got back up. I dust myself off, and I got through it. Like I went through hell and high water at the prison. You know what I'm saying? I lost everything multiple times. Failed relationships, failed marriages, lost my home. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. Lost kids, like all type of shit. You know, after prison. But the only thing that gets me up to go and push forward is this tattoo. I mean, y'all can't see it. That's a Crown Royal bottle. Standing at the scratch line. That's what it say. And that's why I be telling you, you gotta be there, dog. If you ain't at the scratch line, dog, you's a pussy. Hasim, was it who? Hasim Rahman, your brother a pussy, dog. Lose that weight, stand at the scratch line. See, people get obstacles in front of them and be scared to overcome them, man. Like, man, life is not over until you give up. If you find yourself at home watching Jerry Springer on a Monday and you ain't got shit to do for the rest of the week and you don't plan on doing anything, you, my friend, have given up on life. The only time I'll be like, this is what I do. I bust my ass for 29 days straight. And on that 30th day of the month, I rest. That's what I do. Man, I don't play no games. Let me tell y'all right now, I'm recording a video now, but 2 hours ago, I was outside selling turkey legs for the past 8 hours. So what I'm telling y'all is, not only that's not my job, that's my part, that's my business, not my side business. Yesterday I put in a whole 10 hours at my job. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like I don't take no days off. It's always something. It's always working. So you gotta bust your ass to get where you wanna go. First of all, Jake Paul, you fighting somebody little brother, nigga. It ain't even like you fighting a big dog. What do you expect when you fighting the little brother? The little brother never made it. Why? Because the little brother didn't have the same fighting will that the big brother did. The champion, the world champion, the little brother don't got that. You know what I'm saying? You might have that, but the little brother don't got that fight in him to fight and lose that weight to fight you. Like, man, if I know he ain't made a payday like that, but he don't have it in his heart to fight that for that money. You do. You was broke before. He been a world champion's little brother his entire life. This is what he said. His brother was fighting his whole life. So he been a world champion. You know what I'm saying? He been seeing little paper, but not big paper, little paper. But the thing is, you can't a person like that, you can't entice with money. You can't entice with money. Talk about his mama. Talk about somebody like, you gotta talk about his family. You gotta talk about his kids or something like that, man. You want somebody like that to fight, cause they ain't got nothing to fight for. It's some people in this world, they ain't ready to stand at the scratch line, big dog. That's just what it is, man. Hey, shout out to Guy Johnson, man. Standing at the Scratch Line. Everybody check that book out, man. Standing at the Scratch Line by Guy Johnson. And you'll understand why I got this tattoo, man. It's real nigga shit, man. Alright? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere you see this video. TikTok, if you see this video on Instagram, if you see this video, follow me, okay? Everyday people, I will holler at you later. Peace.